Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Learn with Immaculetta, where I break down important topics in sociology, of course, that interest you and I. And today I will be discussing the topic gender-based violence, GBV, what it is, causes of gender-based violence, and also possible strategies to curb the issue of gender-based violence. So do you know that globally, 1 in 3 women has experienced gender-based violence at some point in their lives? Gender-based violence is not gender-specific. It affects both the male and female gender. And also, it is not an individual problem. It is a societal issue because it doesn't only affect the individual, it affects the family, the society, communities, economies, and also the future generation. So what then is GBV? Gender-based violence is any harm or violence directed to an individual because of their gender. According to the European Institute for Gender Equality, GBV is a phenomenon that is deep-rooted in gender inequality and has continued to be one of the most notable human rights violations within our society. Why gender-based violence is not gender-specific? One might wonder why it is often used interchangeably with violence against women. This is because statistics has shown that most gender-based violence are inflicted on women compared to the male. Global estimates published by the World Health Organization on GBV indicate that about 1 in 3 women have experienced physical or sexual intimate partner violence or non-sexual intimate partner violence in their lifetime. And in Nigeria, 31% of women have experienced physical abuse or violence from the age of 15. There are several deep-rooted causes of GBV, such as the cultural and societal norms. Like in some societies, abuse is normal and justified. So when people are being abused, the society don't see it as anything because it is normal. Is she the first person being abused? Is he the first person being abused? And this tends to perpetuate the gender-based violence in the society. Another one is the economic independence. When victims of this violence find themselves in abusive situations, they can't live because of the economic dependence. They lack that financial independence. You see, oh, if I should leave this situation, if I should leave my marriage or abusive relationship, what next for me? How do I cater for myself? How do I fend for myself? And also the weak legal system. When justice is not gotten from the legal system, people then don't go to seek justice when they are being abused because they definitely know that justice will not be found. The other one is the shame and stigma, especially for the male folks. They find it difficult to speak up when they are being abused because of fear of stigmatization or being made jest of by their peers or friends. Like a man is being abused, he can't seek justice because he's a man and he needs to man up. He should never be caught in his weakness. Who is he to tell the whole world that the wife abused him? So these are some of the causes of gender-based violence. Part of GBV goes beyond the individual. It affects their mental health, physical health, and this could lead to anxiety, depression, and sometimes suicide. Also, it could lead to life-threatening injuries like loss of one body part. Again, the GBV disrupts education, the possibility of disrupting education and a source of livelihood, that is the work of the individual. And when this happens, it's no longer a personal issue, it's now a societal problem because it hinders these individuals from reaching their full potentials in the society. And when people reach their full potential in the society, they become useful to the society, which is a win-win to the society. How do we curb the issue of GBV? Government must take into consideration of GBV and enact stronger laws laws that will protect victims, laws that will also see GBV as a criminal offense. With this, it will curb the rate of which GBV is being perpetrated. Also, education and awareness. Individuals, the society must be sensitized, they must be educated about GBV, the aftermath, and victims must be educated to speak up. They should know that it is their right to seek justice, it is their right to speak up. And while this is happening, there should be a stronger legal system where individuals have that confidence in themselves, in the judiciary system, that when they seek justice, they will definitely get justice. Also, support for the victims. Support should be provided for victims who have survived gender-based violence needs every support system they could get. So another one should be community intervention. We should be our brother's keeper. When we keep quiet because it's not our business, we are enabling this gender-based violence to continue. But when we speak up, when we intervene by speaking up, it will help, it will go a long way to not only to reduce the gender-based violence, but when we keep speaking up, we will stop the gender-based violence.